Hey now. All right. And we are live on a Wednesday night. It's just a couple of minutes after. It's not really 9:09. It's 9 o'clock. Yeah. What's happening? Charles Green, Brendan B. Squared, Keith Campbell along. It is December 28th, the last show of the year. Yeah, man. Good to see you guys.
Great to be seen.
Nice to see you, buddy boy. Merry Christmas to everybody a little late.
Yeah, happy holidays. Yeah.
Merry Christmas to you all, and happy Hanukkah as well.
Yeah.
Happy Kwanzaa to all of you who celebrate, and whatever other holidays I forgot.
Hanukkah Kwanzaa miss.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are right
Oh yeah,
in the
Festivus
middle.
as well.
We
Oh,
are
Festivus,
right
yes.
in the middle of our holiday season here, just past Christmas and not quite to New Year. But, yeah, it's about to get really busy around here, guys, here in the next couple of days as New Year approaches.
Keith, there's my Festivus poll.
Excellent. I was going to say, have you aired out your grievances?
I'm waiting for the airing of the grievances, guys.
That
I
should
got
be
a lot of
first on
problems
the-
with you people. I got a lot of problems. You're going to hear about it.
What is it? The feats of strength, right?
Yeah, the feats of strength. Stop crying and wrestle your father. All right. Sorry, T.
Now you're good.
Awesome. Hey,
We're
a
going-
lot has happened in this world this past year, you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
we're going to
Oh,
be
my.
looking at the 2022 year in review here at Halenville. Yeah, a lot has happened in the Van Halen world, and looking back at the year here at Halenville, wow, lots happened here in the past year.
No kidding.
Yeah, but we're gonna take a dash to the past of the past 12 months. About a year ago, right now, we were all hearing the news that David Lee Roth was canceling his residency in Vegas, and yeah.
You know, interesting, and just as a note on that, you know, the rumors straight out from the media on that were all negative, and it was leaning towards health issues. We really haven't heard a lot about his health, period.
Yeah.
But we were just talking about it. He just started back up the Roth show. Episode 1 is out right now, and
Season 2.
sharp as a friggin' tack. So
Yeah.
I don't know what to say, but
We're going to talk about the Roth show and that story, that news story, as we start here in a little bit. But yeah, that Roth show, season 2, episode 1 is out there. I just first discovered it yesterday, and it's Dave sounds good. You know, of course, it's just him running his mouth, but it's nice to hear David Lee Roth running his mouth, I must say.
nobody runs their mouth quite
Yeah.
like Dave.
I'm
does.
telling you, it's
Talking to
good
his
to
producer a
hear
little
it
bit.
from Dave, so you can see it all over the Roth show, season 2, episode 1. Yeah, It's 45 minutes or however long, Keith, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And Dave being Dave, not like Joe Rogan Dave, but he's doing his stuff. He's doing it the way we all liked it on the original Roth show season.
Yeah. Right. We're going to get to those and more. We're going to do trivia later. Now, tonight is our fourth and final week for the Halenville Live Lost YearEnd Contest. Now, what we've done is we've taken winners from all of December. There's Holly Lewis on the 7th, and Gretch Zeppelin on the 14th, and Louis Costa from Fairfield Guitars last week on the 21st.
Excellent.
And tonight, we're going to ask someone a nearly impossible Van Halen trivia question, and they can be the fourth and final winner. Yep, you'll get one of these mailed out. We're playing for $1 million
Nice.
Van Halen.
Yeah.
Oh,
And also, what we'll do is
There's more.
we're going to give you a poker chip too in this prize pack, and we're going to draw one. So these Van Halen poker chips have the Van Halen logo on one side and a different Eddie guitar on the other. So I'm going to draw one out.
The grab bag of swag.
Oh Lord, this is what we're playing for tonight. So this is the front side, man. And this is just at random now. This is on the other side.
Ooh, yeah.
look at that.
Wow. Wow.
Good story about that guitar, too. That was supposed to be the Tom Weber's guitar.
Oh.
And it got given to Ed by Kramer out from under him.
Oops.
Yeah. So Eddie found out later on, like around 91, 92, that that Kramer had given it to him instead of giving it to Tom. And he was working at a guitar shop in Nashville, if I recall. So Eddie turned around and ended up giving him not an exact replica of the paint job, but it was pretty close. It was yellow, black stripes. It was a Kramer Dean guitar that he gave him. And of course he signed it and autographed it and everything and gave it to him.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Right on.
Really, really cool story though.
Very cool.
We'll get to trivia at about the 1 hour mark, and again, this is the last week for the Halen Live Lost YearEnd Contest 2022. Now, you four winners, you will be invited to be on the panel here Saturday night, as we do for the first time here on the channel a New Year's Eve show. We're going to start at 11 on Saturday night, New Year's Eve.
Bust out your party favors, boys and girls.
New Year's Rockin' Eve. Yep. So the Lost YearEnd Contest winners will be invited to be on the panel live with us if you choose. Yeah, on Saturday night. But so these four winners on Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, you'll all be emailed a link, and all of us here on the panel and the four winners and two special guests, surprise special guests, are going to come in here. We're going to hang out. We're going to party. We're going to drink. We're going to do other things. And we're going to do trivia back here, too, for some really, really, really cool Van Halen style prizes. Some of it might look something like that, man.
Look at that. Oh,
Very
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Super.
Among other things. But it'll be a lot of fun. It'll be two parties in 2 days. if you got the stamina, you got this on Friday night and this on Saturday. So.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
The last one in
Nice.
here tonight. Yeah.
Yeah. And
All right.
that little belt back there was one of the prizes too.
Mm-hmm.
The poster? Just kidding.
No, not the invoice, but the belt right back there. The utility belt that Eddie
The
used to wear
Bumble?
in 86,
The
88.
Bumble in the Christmas outfit? No? The spear
not,
that you
not
wore on
Santa
Halloween?
Bumble. Yeah, you can win my spear.
Let's move along. I'm gonna open up my chat. I hadn't done that.
Yeah.
I hadn't done that
Hi to
either.
everybody.
I don't peek early.
I've
so
been watching. There's lots of people in
boom.
there.
All right. So let's start right here. Guitar Man 45. Good to see you, bro. R2, R3, Lock and Nut, my Van Halen brother,
you guys.
in the house.
You guys.
Sandra's here. Christopher Live Sour is in the house. Ed is here. Right on, Ed.
What's up, Ed?
Always good to see
Thanks
you.
for the
Thomas
support, man.
Santiago.
Good to see you, Thomas.
Janice Lala is here.
Hey, Janice.
Dan in New Jersey is here. Jay Turner in the house. I've got
Jay.
an unboxing from Jay here in a little bit. Good to see you, Jay. I am scrolling up. If you're just hopping in, please say hello. Gretch Zeppelin in the house. What's up, dude?
Oh,
We'll see
Gretch
you
is
Winner of
Friday.
week number 2.
Yeah, man. And all right.
Has Gretch got his goodies yet? I hope so.
He's
Can't get in without him.
north of the border, so if he doesn't, he'll have it soon enough. So
Okay.
yeah. All right,
Andy Carson.
Andy.
Andy,
What's
my
up,
man.
dude?
Yeah.
Andy.
Maker of the best picks of the year. Right there.
They are spectacular.
Very nice.
Yes,
they
they
are awesome.
Yep. I thought Brendan's were badass, but I think Andy's got him beat.
Oh, he got me beat big time. Big time.
Your Sub-Hero Zero picks are kick-ass too, though.
Thank you. They're good.
Yeah.
Brendan has a variety of picks now. He's got a
I
variety.
Yeah,
do.
he does.
Got a lot of layers going on.
Look at all these goodies.
We,
he's
I
got.
think we went through that one show, didn't we?
Yeah.
The iterations, at least of those, at least of the butt cheeks ones. I think
Yeah,
you and Tony
got
have some.
two different versions of butt cheeks here.
I don't know. Yeah, I like
Very
Andy's
nice.
better than mine, but they're cool. Oh, you have a B squared pick holder with all my stuff in it. Nice.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Sweet.
Come on, you
Go
said
ahead, shake it.
man.
Go ahead, shake it, man. They
Look
won't
at
come
that.
out.
They won't come out. They don't. They're fantastic. I love it.
I just put a bunch of those on
Kick ass.
on my Etsy thing. So
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
finally got some stuff back up there.
Good.
Took
Hey,
a while.
Polly Walnuts, right on, brother.
Hey,
Hello,
Polly,
hello,
what's up, dude?
Ryan, hello.
Did
Good to
Did
see
we
you,
interrupt you? Did you finish everybody? Tony, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I think so. If you're just hopping in here, say hello. It's good to
Paulie,
see
Ryan,
you guys.
Janice,
Yeah, Ryan, how's it going, brother?
Yeah, nice.
I'm gonna try
IDW
something
brother.
here, guys.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to bring this up.
Yeah, let's rock this.
Let me know if you can see this, and hopefully there won't be any audio goings on. Let's see here.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully. Alrighty. Let me know if you can see this first.
Yep.
You can see that?
Yep.
50s hot rod.
So I opened up the back end.
You can see that?
What kind of wood is that?
I know that guy. Yep.
Who is that knucklehead?
I don't know. Someone left the
Some
door open
bozo.
again.
Yeah,
I know that guy. Yep. I
Letting freaking riffraff
don't
again.
know. Someone propped open the door again. Someone left the door
Now,
open.
What episode is that?
Yep.
Letting freaking riffraff again.
There is a little echo too. I don't know if anybody else left the door
Now,
open.
what episode is that?
Yep.
Letting
Tony?
freaking riffraff again.
There is a little.
Just a slight
Wow.
delay. Just a
That-
little bit of a delay. That was first week, wasn't it?
That was the first week. It was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was when you guys were trying to do a reaction video on me missing out on David Lee Roth when he canceled. And the introduction of Black Betty.
That's when I really got to know you, Keith, personally for me. I've spoken to you a ton of times, but until you get face to face with someone you spend a little time with, you really don't know them the same way. You know.
Yeah, I know it doesn't translate out very well.
Like you got to go to EVH Con and met a bunch of people in the chat. I'm very envious. We're going to remedy that. And
yes,
I used to get my point. It's very cool.
We'll get to that
very
later,
cool.
though. We'll talk about that later.
You can see that right there.
Yes.
All right. So that was the first episode of the year. That's when David announced that he was canceling his residency.
One of the low points of my year. Oh God, that sucked. And I was supposed to be at the last show for that too. Well, it was supposed to be the last show, and then he tacked on like 3 more shows because Santana got COVID, and then House of Blues offered it up to him, and he picked him up. So I was all bummed about that. But still, everything ended up getting canceled out due to his health issues. Who knows what they were? There hasn't been any resolution on that. Yeah, no resolution whatsoever. So, anybody, any ideas, any answers? Anybody in the chat?
He's so articulate right now, very sharp. I don't know about his physical health, I really don't know. I'm not so sure I'd believe any report that I heard anyway, unless I see it, or unless it comes from, it's got to be the right source, obviously. But
here
rumors,
Hearing Dave on the episode 1 of the newest Roth show, he sounded good.
Sounds real good.
Yes,
he sounds good.
Sharp. Very sharp.
Yeah, so, sound like season 1. Yeah, spot on.
Yeah. So early in the year, this year, we had a concept that we came up with here where we would have a interactive listening party. And what we do is, with the copyright issues here doing live streams, we found a way that we could all listen to music together of our own device and it not be an issue on the live stream. So we did 4 of these this year. The first one, we all listened to Fair Warning, and we invited Chris Gill to come and listen and give his insight on Fair Warning.
Chris is always such a great guest.
Show. Very special show.
Yeah.
Guys.
So that was the first of 4. Yeah.
And it was very smart how you came up with the idea. Just like have everybody, okay, ready, set, go. Let's start playing it, and everybody was synced up beautifully to it.
Well, when you listen to most albums in their entirety, they're not, much more than a half an hour to an hour. So getting us all on the same page for that long,
was doable. As we talked about doing it, it was sort of kind of a shot in the dark as far as the timing and the listening of it, and the way to keep it from, getting copywritten and all of that.
Right.
I was thoroughly amazed at how well it went off, and giving you the opportunity to talk about it at the same time while you're listening is just super cool. Some of the best times I've had.
I love the commentary that came through during the whole thing too.
Yeah.
Everybody's input, even in the chat, it was such a great interactive thing. And, just hearing everybody's input and everybody's insight on it. Because I know Chris had so much information on it. And you guys, just freaking running through everything. It's like, I even learned
Yeah.
stuff about it. It was great.
So when we got around to doing a second one, we decided to invite a friend, and we invited Greg Renoff, and it was his choice that we dive down on the Diver Down album.
Hmm.
Yeah. So we called these listening parties diving down on, and we started with Fair Warning, and we did Diver Down, and then the third one that we did was it was the Balance album, and we invited Mike Frazier, who was the producer
That's right.
of the Balance album, big AC/DC, long time. Yeah, that was awesome.
Super.
Was it producer or engineer? Because Bruce Fairbairn, he produced that.
Right.
I think he was engineer on that.
Okay. All right. But
I'm old. I have him now. Whew.
yeah, but what is important is thanks to John Conklin for making that work that particular day.
Mhm.
That was a crazy day. Getting in touch with Mike and John and actually doing that show. So thank you, John. That was
Very
a
cool,
feet
John.
that day.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And quick shout out to John too. Glad you're doing better, man. He and I have been chatting for the past week or so on some other stuff, and I'm glad he's doing a lot better though.
Yeah, John. Nice to hear you're doing
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, John.
Yeah. Right.
Be well, man.
Yep.
Yeah. So we did that one on the Balance album, and the fourth one we did Van Halen 1 with Simon Hosford.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was so cool.
And that was fun.
That was a lot.
Yeah.
So cool. So cool.
Totally enjoyed that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Haas
Absolutely.
is always a great guest. Come on. It's Haas.
Yeah. All right. So as we rolled into the year, Steve came on and he announced his book. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
That was almost a whole year ago, guys.
That was over a
Can you
year
believe
ago,
that?
if I recall. I think he did that in November of last year.
Yes, but you're right. You're absolutely right, Keith. It's been a little over a
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, just after Thanksgiving, I believe he announced that.
One of the, and you'll agree, I know you guys will all agree with me. You want to talk about one of the highlights of this year. Friends of the show have put out, there have been books that have come out, and one of our very favorite books is Tone Chaser. Steve Rosen literally gave us the word that he's writing the book. He's finished the book.
Yeah, so Keith, the date on this thing, if you look at the screen, the date is February the 16th. And that's when he came on, and yeah.
Okay.
They did official, yeah.
Right,
Very cool.
right.
Yeah.
So that's yeah.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think that date you're looking for is February the 16th.
The anticipation of him being, he's going to be on the show. We're going to talk about this book at some point, and the whole year's still unfolding. It's just it's one of the best reads I've ever done. I don't read a lot anymore. I listen to books on tape, and I've been forced because there's no audio version of this book. And how cool would it be if Steve was to do this book and narrate it himself in some fashion? That would be unbelievably cool, Steve. But anyway, the anticipation I have for getting to talk with him about this book, I'm on my second read at this point. Unbelievably great book. We could go on and on about it, but we have to move on to something else, I guess, guys.
Yeah, we could do another episode just on that book again, and we will, won't we?
It's one of the greatest gifts we had this year in this community was that book from Steve.
It was definitely one of the biggest highlights of the year, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would agree. I'd agree, Keith. Absolutely, man.
Absolutely.
You got yours, right, Brendan?
And he announced that on this show. This was the first place he announced it. That's so special. That just we all got a very special place in our heart for Steve Rosen.
Yeah, that is right. He did announce that here.
Great book.
Let's scroll up. So
And
there,
he constantly came on and gave us updates too.
there is your card from the interactive with Greg. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So on March 9th, we had Brian Young on.
My goodness, man.
Yeah, dude.
He has shared the stage with David Lee Roth. He, the only person who has shared a stage longer than that man right there with David Lee Roth is Edward Van Halen himself. That's a history note on that man right there. I miss him. I wish Dave would snatch him back up and take him back out. Personally, he's a class act, and we need to get him back on the show this next year and see what he's been doing.
Yeah, that was
that. Please don't let me forget about that.
That was great fun, right there. Having Brian Young hearing those old
man,
David Lee Roth stories. Oh man,
remember the story he told us? They were all eating dinner, and Dave was sitting there, and Sammy was beating on the door. Come on, Dave! Come on, Dave! And Dave was just like wouldn't answer the door, and those guys didn't get up to answer the door.
Dave's not here, man.
That's a priceless story right there, man. What an awesome show.
Sammy again. Bottle of tequila one hand and his dick in the other.
Yeah. Love you, Brian. Absolutely cool, dude. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
That was.
That's fun.
Let's see what else. So, all right, yeah. So I
remember that one.
Oh yeah, we tried to go see Mammoth over in Raleigh.
Do you have that cancellation flyer with you, Tony?
Yeah,
yes, he does.
I was going to grab it and have it ready, and I forgot to.
I got it. So in April, Mammoth and I guess they called it the Young Guns Tour. Mammoth Dirty Honey came to the Ritz in Raleigh.
Yeah,
up our
way. What was the date on that?
April the 5th.
April the 5th.
Yeah, I saw him.
So we're over at in Raleigh. Let me get over here. So we're over in Raleigh, and I had gotten there early in the day, and Charles came later in the day. And this was the show that some of the band and crew for Mammoth, they tested positive, and they had to cancel the last 6 dates of the tour. Yeah, so this is what they posted late in the afternoon on the wall. Wow. So we stayed and saw Dirty Honey, and it was a great show.
Wonderful show, man. They played extra long.
Dirty Honey always put on a great show, the whole tour. And I was shocked and amazed how fantastic they were.
Yeah, they were one of my biggest. You know what? I had a lot of surprises this year. I was going to say they were a very pleasant surprise, but I've had a lot of surprises this year that it's been a year. My goodness,
Mm-hmm.
man.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see him again.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, just being able to see them, let alone see them as close as I did. And, you know, I got a couple of picks from Wolfgang, you know, on my show. And then later on, I was actually able to hook up with, you know, with Ronnie Ficarro, his bass player. And he, you know, was able to hook me up with all of his stuff that he used that night on the show that I was at.
Oh, dude.
I mean,
Dude, lift that up higher, dude.
Look at that.
Very cool, dude. Very
this is the shirt he wore that night.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's badass, dude. Oh, yeah.
And he's the same size as me. He's a size small. And he gave me a couple of those picks, which I showed before. And then he gave me his bass, his set of strings that he used that night as well.
Nice.
I was just like, holy crap. I was just like so lucky, you know?
Excellent,
Right
dude.
on.
Anybody who was out there in the chat, they know what a great show that was because they all brought it. You know, I'm just so sad for you guys because I know what huge, you know, mega fans you guys are. And, you know, they will get back to your area. Trust me, they will. But, oh, man, I got video of it and, you know, I was able to catch a couple of picks and, oh, yay. It was definitely one of the highlights of my year.
Excellent.
That Young Guns tour was definitely one to be had. You know, it was definitely a hot ticket. And it made up for me missing David Lee Roth.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Well, they've canceled on us a couple of times, and they hadn't scheduled anything around here, but they are busy, and we are eagerly awaiting the second album from Mammoth WVH. Can't wait to hear that.
It's coming.
Yep, he's in the studio again until they start up again in end of January, I believe.
Very cool, dude.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right. How we doing on time? Good. All right. So
I'll be right
what
back.
you see on the screen now in April, there had been so much talk about the Kramer 5150 guitar and all the you know, the paint and everything, the neck and all. So we thought we would assemble all the people that we know who know the most about this guitar. And so with our crew here, John Conklin and Neil and Tommy and Charles and myself, we invited Dave Nesdahl and Rob Johnson, Chris Locke and Donnie Ward and Chris Hubbard.
That's right.
Yep.
And that was April the 13th. And it was a long show, but it was a good show, and it was an important show.
Very important
as far
show.
as what was covered about this guitar. Yeah. So.
Not only, you know, we don't do on Halen, but we don't usually do a lot of guitar-based shows, you know, talk about gear so much. So when we do it, you know, we do it. And so got to see David Nesdahl. He came on here, and it's one of the last times that, you know, we got to interact with Dave, that I got to interact with Dave personally. A couple of times after that, but I still miss him. Rest in peace, David Nesdahl. Still a shock to this community, and we all miss him. And Desiree, we love you. Yep. And
big old hard hands to you, Des.
That show was about as deep a show as I've ever been involved in, talking about guitars and gear.
Yeah.
I hope we can do it again. I enjoyed the hell out of that show.
Yeah, all the information that Chris and Donnie had. And, oh my God, it was off the rails. And you know, Dave, of course. You know.
Yeah.
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 Everybody knows how, I would say most people today recognize a 5150 more than they would recognize a Frankenstein. Right? I'm an older school guy. Frankie's always
Yeah.
been my baby.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Well,
Is it because of the
that
numbers on
is-
the bottom, Keith?
Yeah.
Sorry.
well,
No?
all of us,
All right.
I can
That's
still
how I
hear
know.
we got an old timer across the street, and I can still hear him saying to me, "Hey, Sonny boy, isn't that one of them Van Halen guitars?"
Sonny
That's
boy.
he was a Frankie. It was when I had it out. I was outside with it,
That's hilarious.
and so that's just adorable.
So
man.
so
Sonny boy.
in May we had Everybody Wants Some, Joe Girard and his band.
Mhm.
yeah.
I see you have on the shirt tonight, Charles.
Yeah, I
with
wear
the
this shirt a
appropriate
lot.
colors. Right on.
It is on our bucket list to see those
Yeah.
guys. So, they're
Oh, sure.
getting out. And Joe, I want to say this. I hope your health is improving, my brother.
Mhm.
Prayers for you. Last reports that I heard that you were doing much better when we talked a few days ago. So I just wanted to put that out in the community. What a rocking band! What a phenomenal band! And Joe is, my God, what an accomplished guitar player.
Joe is a good a guitar player as there is.
I would
Plus,
say that.
he's a great guy.
Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Such an
Yeah.
honor to meet him at EVH Con as well, and just hang out
Yeah.
and talk shop
Yes.
with him. He is just one of those guys you just want to put your arm around with, have a drink, and just
Yeah.
talk shop with.
I'd hug him. I'd hug him, Keith. I would.
Yeah.
I would.
Oh, I did. I gave a
Absolutely.
huge hug when I came up to him. I was like, "Get over here, bro."
Absolutely.
So in May we were at it again, and we did a show on the Frankenstein, and we invited Chris Locke and Chris Gill and Donnie Ward.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Talk about a
Yeah.
deep dive on that. Whew.
Yeah, that was also a deep dive. It didn't have as many people, but it was still
Mhm.
a really deep dive on the Frankie. Yeah.
The chat was going ballistic on that, though. I remember.
That's just another one of those
Yeah.
those gear shows that we did there. Every gear show we did this year was outstanding. Just, for me personally and how I felt when we got done with the show. Wonderful, wonderful shows.
Yeah. We
And-
did a
and-
show
and
in
the-
May on the Floyd Rose too,
Yeah.
Charles.
Yes, yeah. Michael, McGuire, and Darren, and I call him Drewett. Is that how you
Yeah.
would say it?
Yeah.
Drewett?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. That once again, the Floyd, don't be afraid of the Floyd, but know your Floyd, right? God,
A lot
man.
of little intricacies on the Floyd, but they're not hard to fix if you know what you're doing and how to work on it.
That's right. That's
We
exactly
saw
right.
quite a lot of them on that show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you want to see all the models,
Anything
Rewatch
you want to
that,
know just
yeah.
about a Floyd, just go there. You'll know a whole lot.
Yeah.
You'll know
that was a
find out
fun
whole
show.
lot.
It was.
Yeah. Yeah. Very cool.
Even a few other tremolo systems that were involved on top of that,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
was part of the evolution of the Floyd,
Yeah.
the Fernandez and, oh God, all of them,
We talked about
they
the
talked
Taylor
about
a little,
the Bigsby's and
Taylor a little bit too.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Taylor,
enjoyed the heck out of that, man.
the
Had
Fenders,
on-
of course, the Mighty Mites.
Yeah.
Had Mr. Craig Stopko on in June.
The
That
most
was fun.
impressive thing about Craig's work, his the finishes he's putting on guitars are not only next level, they are unique to the man. He's got like his own signature thing going on. Everything he does is top quality. Not only is he one of the most top-notch dudes that we've had on the show this year, he's bringing it, man. His gear is top-notch.
Yeah.
And he
Awesome.
brings it for the top line of guitarists out there on the stage.
Oh,
today,
yeah,
too.
Yeah.
He brings it
Yeah.
out, the wet dry thing. He was he actually didn't he lend a guitar to someone who was playing in the Vixen tour there was another person that played, and he lent them one of the guitars. Oh, it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And he paints a lot of other stuff too than just guitars. You know, he'll paint like amps and all kinds of other stuff. Everything.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Really cool.
Wow. Mad
But he does-
skills, dude.
He does have
Mad
mad
skills.
skills.
If I recall, he did a Zippo for Paulie.
He probably
Oh, wow.
did. I was actually going to have him, before I tried to butcher these things, I was going to have him paint a few boxes for me, but he just didn't have the time. You know, it was like, it might take a while. So I'm like, yeah, I'll just give it a shot.
Yeah.
But
He's a man with
Definitely,
a
and-
lot of work.
Definitely enjoyed Craig here
yeah, good guy. Real good guy.
back in June. Yeah, he's a great dude, man.
And his son,
And
his
his
son's
son.
really, his son's really picking it up. You know,
Yes.
there's a bunch of videos of him playing. It's awesome.
Yeah, we saw his son's work at EVH Con.
Yes, yeah, amazing.
Yeah, he had the white with the red striped guitar. And
Yep.
that was beautiful.
Yep,
And he's quite the player as well. Holy
Yeah.
crap.
that's what. Yeah,
And he's building a guitar for Andy Carson.
Yeah,
Right there,
man.
brother.
Yeah.
nice.
Right on.
Can't wait to hear about it, Andy.
That's going to be beautiful.
We love that shit. Absolutely.
Well, Craig's that busy. He needs backup. He needs builders and painters. So
Now,
he works from the in-house out.
hey Tony,
From the
this
G-School.
this show, the show with Toshi Inagi.
Yeah, man.
Wow, dude.
So Neil,
Dude.
our friend Neil, he couldn't be here tonight. You'll see Neil next week, but Neil knows Toshi, and so he got himself. It was kind of a surprise. It was a really cool surprise too.
He's a class act.
Yeah,
Class act.
yeah, that was a fun show. That was fun. Yeah.
I was actually shocked that what a huge Van Halen fan he was.
Yeah, right, huh? Absolutely, dude.
How about this guy, Keith?
Oh,
Yeah,
who-
Jacob Durant.
who's that bozo?
Man. That kid went from playing the game Guitar Hero to
Oh my
freaking
God,
being a
Jacob.
Guitar Hero.
To being one,
Yeah, he
absolutely.
is. He is the new next evolution.
All he needs to do is come out with an instructional video on just how to do that and duplicate it, and it would be all over, guys.
If any of you guys have never seen him, pull up his videos on YouTube. Okay, for starters, start with, let's see.
I would
did,
pull up Superstition, Keith. I would pull up
Superstition,
Superstition.
yeah.
Yep, he
But
does a
here-
cover of it. It's one of the best covers of that song on YouTube. And from that, it'll just pull you right into his playlist. And he,
You want to have a good laugh though, and just like watch the arm hair jump up. Pull up. Could this be magic?
You're right.
His work on
Oh,
slides,
yeah.
Yes.
off the frickin' rails,
Yeah.
and he
yes,
has such a great sense of humor with the way he sings it and the way he plays it. It's so great.
they're getting ready for touring. You know,
Yes.
the info's on there. I don't have all the
He's got his
details
album
yet.
out. Yep.
Yeah,
But
so Jacob's links are in that particular show. You can find it there. Now,
Yes.
what you're watching over here on the screen is the Halenville Live Facebook fan page, and we're using this as reference for this past year's events. But yeah, that's what we're looking at in case you're wondering. So do go visit it. The links are down below. They're always there.
All of them.
A lot of
Every single
extra
episode.
stuff in there too, but all these episodes are there. All of them, plus a lot of other cool stuff too in between that we might show.
So,
Yeah.
so if you're like on vacation down under, and you have nothing you want to do, you can spend 4 weeks and just watch all of these.
That's right.
it'd be pretty good
And-
entertainment, actually.
Oh, it's outstanding entertainment. Must watch TV.
But in case you haven't seen a couple of these, but there were many great episodes in this past year, but hopefully we're not leaving anyone out, but hopefully we're highlighting the highlight of the year. Looks like we are. Let's tell you what. Let's do. I'm gonna keep that bookmark right there. Stay there. All right, it's there. And I'll do this, and we'll go into some trivia. How about it?
Ooh.
Excellent.
What do you think?
Excellent.
And you're
Hey, I'm
ahead
gonna
of
grab
the
a quick cup
drill.
of coffee.
Look
I will
at
be right
you.
back.
I'm ahead of the drill, dude.
Yeah, first time this year, I think, and it only took it to the last one. There you go. There you go, Brandon.
That's right. All right. That signals that it is, once again, it is trivia time. We are going to be playing Nearly Impossible Van Halen trivia. Now, tonight is the fourth and final. It's the 28th. We've taken winners from all of December. Tonight's the final one for the Halenville Live Lost YearEnd Contest 2022.
Who are our winners so far?
Our winners so far are Holly Lewis, Gretz Zeppelin, Louis Costa from Fairfield Guitars, and we'll pick our fourth one here in a moment. And Friday night, you will be invited to a backstage bash private party here. You will be emailed a link. There will be special guests here. It will not be recorded or live. It'll be totally private. We'll have trivia back here, a lot of very, very cool Van Halen prizes coming you guys' way. You'll also be invited to come back Saturday night here on YouTube to be on the panel if you want for Fruitcake Tony's New Year's Rockin' Eve. That's going to start at 11 p.m. Eastern, 11 Eastern on that start time. But yeah, so tonight's the last one. So we are playing for, again, we're playing for $1 million Van Halen dollars. We're playing for a cool poker chip that has that on that side and has got this on the other side.
Nice.
All right.
Mm-hmm. And your backstage pass, of course.
All right. And
because you can't get in without it.
I'm getting there, bro.
There you go.
All right. I'm going to mail you all this stuff. It probably won't get there before the party. So we'll have to make them show ID.
We'll let you in anyway.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Got to show proof of purchase.
All right.
So to speak.
And we will, in this prize pack, include a bunch of guitar picks you might find. There's some type of other backstage pass or some type of
goodies
something
like
in
this,
there.
Right?
You just never know. These are going to be
maybe
cool
one of
prize
these.
packs. Oh, all of those are already be in there, but I'm talking stuff like this.
Ooh.
Will be in there too.
Unknown stuff. Maybe a couple of these too.
Ooh.
Right, Brendan?
Sure.
Maybe a couple of butt cheeks in there.
Why not?
Okay, so it is called Nearly Impossible Van Halen Trivia. So it ain't going to be easy. And the only thing for tonight, besides this, is you must have correct spelling.
Yes.
All right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so there is a email address down below in the description. Trivia winners email. Email me your stuff. and I'll mail you out a very cool prize pack. Very, very
Oh,
cool.
Ed.
You will be invited to join us Friday and Saturday. It's going to be a hell of a weekend, a hell of a good weekend. Coming up.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it is. Mhm.
Good luck,
Good
kiddos.
luck, you guys.
Good luck.
All right.
Spelling.
Yep. Get ready to type.
Mm-hmm. Keep an
All
eye out.
right.
Do you know how it's spelt? Everybody on the panel?
We know. We know.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Now is the point in time in the show where I'm gonna mute all the rest of these dudes' mics. All right, here we go. Van Halen, Nearly Impossible Trivia. As revealed in an early interview, Edwards said that his first guitar was a all right. All right.
I'm not wrong.
Well, there's people. People are
The
coming in.
answers, there it is. I'm seeing it.
Yeah,
Yep.
I see
Yep.
proper spelling.
Yep.
There he is, Andy Carson.
Where?
And
It's excellent, Andy.
No,
Right
it's not
on.
spelled right. It's not spelled right. It's not
What?
spelled right.
What do you
Not
mean?
spelled correctly.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
Not spelled correctly. Spelling counts.
brother.
This is true, and spelling counts, and Keith is correct.
Yes, he
So
is.
we will let you guys keep answering. There's your hint.
Del Boca Vista.
There's our winner.
R-E-Y.
R-E-Y. That's
Yep.
That's
there it
correct.
is. All right.
Congratulations, Dan.
Dan of New Jersey. So
Wow.
our first answer in was Andy that spelled it R-A-Y, and that is incorrect.
Sorry, Andy.
And everybody always screws up the E and the I on Tysko.
And there is your correct spelling.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. So Dan,
Yeah.
knock it out of the park.
Dan of New Jersey is our fourth
Goodness.
and final.
What's going on, brother? Very cool,
Yeah.
Dan.
You get one of these, brother. And one of these.
Very nice, man. You should be able to spend that at Van Halen store.
And show us that poker chip again. Show us that beautiful
Yeah.
poker chip, because it's going to be the last time we see it before it ends up in Dan's hot and sweaty
Yeah.
hands. Oh yeah, look at that beauty.
That's going to Dan. And Dan,
Show that front end too. Show that Van Halen logo. Yeah, man. Look at that.
All right. So Dan is our fourth and final winner of our contest. Guys, Holly, Gret Zeppelin, Lewis, Dan, we'll see you guys Friday night at 9 p.m.
Very cool.
I will email
Very cool.
all of you the link to this party Thanks to everyone who's played all month in this contest.
Congrats, you guys.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Very good job, all of you, and everybody who contributed into the chat on the trivia, because those were not easy questions by any means.
No, certainly not. Now, and thanks to Ed for this graphic too. Looks awesome, Ed. You rock.
Yeah, since we're talking about Ed here, what kind of a contribution has he given to this channel in this last year? Oh my God, man!
Oh, Ed is awesome.
I have the words though. I actually have the words to say this. Thank you, Ed. It has been an absolute rock ride with you, and we all obviously appreciate you, and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts, bro. Very cool, bro. Very cool. Most cool. Most
Ed
cool.
made that. Ed made that.
Look at Tommy.
Yeah.
Hang on a second. I'll show you something
there's more.
else he made.
Show us the other one.
Hang on.
There it is. We even get a surprise visit by Lucy.
Oh my goodness, man. Look at Brendan soaking it down. Soaking it, brother.
You betcha.
Right on.
That is awesome.
So you four dudes, we have two special guests that will be at this party, and you four will also be on the panel if you want to be for Saturday night's New Year's show that starts at 11. Joe Wentz will be here. He'll be performing live, and a lot of special guests.
Yeah.
Both
It's
nights.
going to be a really great night, you guys.
But
great way to bring in this next year, too.
A lot going on this weekend. 2 parties in 2 days, dudes.
Yeah. Ooh. Sleep up, boys and girls.
I've done that before, just not recently.
Yeah, I did that before, about when I was 19.
And then you got New Year's Day on Sunday. Woo-hoo. Sleep it all off.
I think all of 81 actually was one big party. I seem to remember that for some reason. Just a little daisy, but
I remember a few years like that. 88 was like that for me. 89 as well.
86 and 87.
Hey, and another and forgive me for not knowing all the facts on this, but I met R2R3 on this show the first time I got to actually see him, and he's been on a couple of times, I believe, this year.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see him again. Every time I get around R2R3, I learn something and about guitar.
He's the man. He's doing some good posts lately on YouTube as well. So If you're not subscribed to him, subscribe to his page as well. He's doing some really great posts.
Yes, absolutely. Just another awesome person we got to meet this year. Well, that I got to meet this year. You guys.
Yeah.
It's funny. I when I think about you other guys, you guys have been on YouTube, certainly as long as I have, if not longer. And you guys know a lot of these people that I've just gotten to know in the last year.
Yeah.
I remember Janice from Johnny Bean's show. One of the first names I remember. It was her last name. It's a catchy last name. And so I remembered it, and I'd always say hi to her. That was years. It's been years now. Yeah, very cool. Very cool.
It was so great to meet her at EVH Con as well.
Oh, see, yes.
Her and Lenny Lou.
Yep, Lenny Lou.
Next year, Tony.
And I got to talk to Mary over the phone.
Yes, you did.
Next year, Tony. You got to make that happen.
Oh, I'm dragging you guys back up there.
Johnny B's been on a couple of times, right, Tony?
Yeah. So
this was the first time. Was this the first time?
Yeah, that was the first time here.
Yeah.
We had.
Isn't he the greatest?
Oh, so cool.
My gosh, man. You want to talk about a real humble dude? Just he's so focused and driven.
He
Yeah,
is a research hound, though. Oh my
his
God.
YouTube stuff is his YouTube stuff is awesome.
It's awesome.
Yes.
Absolutely awesome.
I'm gonna
His
scroll
research that
back
he
down.
does is second to none.
I can't wait for him to be back on the show either this next year.
Now, he was here when we did the show on the shark.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Did the shark and the paint also.
We went full
Yeah.
nerd on the paint, guys. That's
Yes.
right. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his techniques are just insane.
I've learned a lot this year. I
He's
have
on
learned
what?
more in
Part
this
8 on
year.
the Frankie?
What was that? What was that, Keith? About the Frankie?
Johnny B, I think he's part 8 on the Frankie build that he's doing on his video
I
series.
think you're right. I think you're right.
Yeah. So if you haven't had a chance, people, go and you want to do a deep dive rabbit hole, go watch that. That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh yeah.
I'll be right back.
all right. So we had Josh Jones on this year. Yeah. That was fun.
Joshua. my
That's a hell
goodness.
of a player right there.
Yep, absolutely.
That is a guitar player. Yeah.
He's a class act. He's a class act.
Yeah.
It's really neat the way he interacts. You know, you guys, I'm sure you guys have been fortunate enough to jump on when he goes live and does a live stream, and he'll just come on and play for 45 minutes, an hour.
Yep.
The way he interacts with people in the chat, and he just opens himself up. He's very transparent, and you could ask him just about anything. Another person I can't wait to get back on here and to be able to talk to and see what they're doing. He's got lots of big stuff in the works right now. And yeah, cannot wait. Joshua Jones, guys, my goodness.
Yeah.
What a
So
monster. What a monster.
in July we had had Michael Christopher on before, but we had him back on when he released his book on audiobook.
Yep. That was a shining moment for me, you guys.
Yeah.
Absolute shining moment for me.
That was awesome.
I love how he decided to say, or how he was figuring out how to speak in Eddie's words or in Mikey's words or like Dave.
Yeah.
And he did the voices
changing
all
his
himself.
doing all the characters. His Noel Monk,
exactly.
I swear to God, his Noel Monk, Keith, and you guys was my
Yes.
favorite, my absolute favorite. Michael's book is excellent read.
Yes.
Excellent read,
yes.
man.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that character right
We
there.
had Adam Roach on a couple of times.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know, some people we've met this year, you guys, and we love them all, obviously. I have a special place in my heart for Adam Roach. He's what a sweet guy.
Yeah.
Giving. He cares. He's genuine. He's a monster flipping guitar player. We got a Neil Daly build, the Tiger. We got to see him play that several times, not to mention a lot of other stuff he's done. He's also, he did a little collaboration with Holly Lewis. Very, very active in this community. He is a class act. Love Adam Roach, you guys.
Yeah.
Music for the Tinkerman poster. Yep. And
Yes.
last but not least, don't forget the freaking file that he has.
There
that
you go.
he's building.
Yep.
Oh my God. And it is freaking monstrous. The
Yeah.
timeline file that he is building is out of this
Yeah.
world.
It is. So, and it's constantly being added to. So, if those of you who don't know what we're talking about, Adam Roach has built a Van Halen, for lack of a better term, database,
Yeah.
and
Right.
it's got
That's good.
absolutely every fact, every link, everything on Van Halen. And it breaks down by year, and he's constantly adding to it.
Mm-hmm.
Go check it
Pictures,
out.
audio, video,
Yeah,
any kind of tidbits of information. It's, it'll take everything, every piece of those books that we have, combine it all, and then add more to it. It's just off the charts.
yeah,
So
Very
bravo,
cool.
Adam.
Very
Yes.
cool.
Well
Yeah.
done, and keep it up, man. And I hope
Yeah.
you're enjoying your vacation in Thailand as well.
Yeah. Very cool. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Andy's got to run. Be well, Andy. Love you, man.
Andy, take
Andy.
care, dude.
Be good. Be safe.
It's good to see
Happy
Andy.
New Year, dude.
Love you, brother.
All right, let's scroll up. Yeah, so yeah,
Saw that, Ed, right?
there's Keith.
Ah,
Very, very cool, Keith.
oh yeah, that was a fun contest too.
Yeah.
Just seeing all of those pictures, all the submissions there. It was really, really tough for all of us, wasn't it, to figure it
Yeah.
out?
It was though, but a lot of great entries.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then of course the big winner, Lenny Lou, with the kitchen sink.
Kitchen sink.
Yeah.
It's because she followed the directions.
She was creative as hell.
That
Oh,
was
great.
that was beyond creative, Keith. That was awesome.
And we talked about it during EVH Con too. She was afraid that her sinks were gonna collapse in with the weight of all the guitars in there.
Yeah.
Mm,
Hey, Dwight
glad she
Bailey's
got the
in the
shot.
house. Hitman.
Hey,
It's good
Dwight.
to see you, Dwight.
yeah.
All right. So
Glad she's putting it to use.
Yep.
And
We
she
talked
has
about-
such a beautiful collection.
we talked about the Shark in August with Johnny B and Chris Gill
Mm-hmm.
and Donnie Ward too.
Yep, Donnie.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was just as interesting a show as all the other ones.
Yes,
Oh,
Mhm.
it was.
Cannot wait to get these
Yeah.
guys back.
Yeah, I loved it. All right.
I'm still surprised people out there don't believe that, that guitar is still a replica and it's out there in the market still. I see it out in guitar stores still for sale today. And it's been out there, 2 years
Very cool.
in the Stripe series? Yeah.
Mhm.
So that right there is the last listening party that we did, and we went diving down under Van Halen 1 with Simon Hosford, and we listened to Van Halen 1 in its entirety with Simon. Yeah.
That was a special treat. Special treat, man. And he's making the effort to try to get here so we can go see him this year, Tony. That would,
Mhm.
Yeah.
And-
just half the stuff that's supposed to happen this year happens. Just half of it. It's going to be a really cool year. Very
Oh,
cool
yeah.
year. Another class act, man. What a pleasure. Absolute
Mhm.
pleasure meeting him.
And his last time he was on, he was also saying that he's going to be releasing his video from the Corner Hotel, hopefully within the next few days.
Yes, that's exactly right, Keith. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, can't wait for that. I know all of us have been chopping out the bit for that.
Oh yeah.
And his work that he did on just that performance of performing it, from
Yeah.
song
Yeah.
1 to the end. is off the
Yeah.
charts.
What an awesome dude.
Mhm.
Hey, so Neil Daly builds guitars around here, and that's Lori Tucker.
Lord, yeah.
That
Mhm.
that for me is one of the one of the most special things that occurred this last year. Just the whole way that evolved. I got a really great guitar built, just off the chain. Cool, plays wonderful. It plays well. Who gives a shit what it looks like if it doesn't play well? I mean, that's really the name of the game. And so it not only plays well, Neil did a beautiful job. He does wonderful, wonderful work on guitars. And then Lori was gracious enough to sign that headstock for me.
Quick shout out to Shreddy. How's it going, brother?
Shreddy, right on, brother.
Hey, Joe, what's up, dude?
Right on. For me, that was really one of the most special highlights, of this whole year. There's been a lot of highlights this year, guys. We've had a really interesting year. But that right there, Lori Tucker came on the show. She's been on now. She's a regular almost. And she's Van Halen royalty. And we love her. Absolutely love her. Shout out to Lori. We love you, Lori.
Yeah.
Can't wait to have you back.
And that's a wonderful thing about Lori. She's so personable, and she's always willing to talk with anybody in the chats or, even on Facebook or whatnot, on Messenger,
Yeah.
So she's not,
Yeah.
one of those people where she's not going to respond. She'll always respond to you. She's very, very, such a great heart, such a great person.
She sure is. Yeah, what do you guys think about this moment? Talk about historical, groundbreaking, jaw-dropping. What the hell happened?
That was insane.
Yeah, he did it. He did it.
And he gave us and Tony and you guys, what a tribute to his father. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even do it directly. He just came out there and represented his father in the most father-son fashion you can. Very proud of that kid. Very proud of that kid.
Brendan, wouldn't you think that he just totally shut the haters down too?
Oh, absolutely.
Shut him right up, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, man.
He did. I mean, he did it on his terms. So, and I did just see a kind of like a interview with him, and said he's still having a lot of trouble playing distance, but he playing it live, but he's got closure now, and he did his Van Halen tribute to his dad during the Taylor Hawkins thing. He said, now I have closure.
Oh, it shows. Yeah.
So, but yeah, he's such a gentle dude and a genuine dude, and you can see that comes across in his interviews, comes across in his music. So yeah, but he did shut up the haters. He did. They got nothing to say now. And he did it on
his guitar.
He did. He did.
One of the brightest moments of this year for music for us was that moment.
Yeah.
And it sort of defined the future. It gave a window of what we can expect as fans.
Yep.
Shit, I can't wait for that next album. Right there, guys.
Had Louis Costa on this year too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I met Louis at EVH Con. He was there, right?
He was there.
Yep.
He
gave you that.
He made one of these. Yep. Let me break this out and show it to you guys.
Utility belt.
Yeah.
That's cool.
5150 tour, OU 812 tour belt.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on.
That is too cool.
Lewis.
Too cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he was very, very instrumental this year. I mean, making those replica straps as well.
Yeah.
That went out and sold like hotcakes to everybody.
We'll see Louis on Friday.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will.
Yes, we will.
Louis was our winner last week. So yeah.
And it was so cool. He came in into EVH Con. He made his own Van Halen shirt. He made his own work shirt, put his own Van Halen logo up there. And then he had his name patch on the other side. It was killer. Really cool.
So, on September the 15th is when we first got Steve Rosen's new book. Yeah.
We both got it the same day too.
Well, we unboxed this with Steve, and so if you go back and look at this one from September 15th, yeah, we unboxed this with Steve. Yep.
What a book, man. What a book.
600 pages of mind-blowing experiences here. Right. Just to give you guys a little taste, look at all of those covers that he did of Edward. You know, those are all cover book interviews that he did.
Hang on, man.
It's insane.
Hang on.
All right.
Hold it.
I'm not in that county.
I know.
Oh, man.
Hey, Papa Blue in the chat.
Papa.
Right there, brother.
Papa Blue. What's up, Papa Blue?
Yeah, I got to get back over there to do that stuff.
There are so many wonderful stories in here. And the pictures are just, you know, he has, right in the middle, he's got all of, you know, some color and black and white shots, plus all of his notebooks, writings.
Yeah.
His Christmas card from Edward from 1979.
How transparent is he, you guys? He opened his flipping life up. That's not just a book about Edwards. It's a book about Steve Rosen's life and Edward and the way he interacted. It's I think one of the most in-depth reads I've ever done personally of the stuff we do here.
Yeah.
Can't say enough about that book. Between that and Eruption, you got it all.
Yeah.
You got it all, man.
Yeah.
Brenda, would you say that book is probably going to be his legacy?
Oh, most definitely. There's no doubt. There's no, and he's, you know, he told us too. He's basically waited his whole life to write it. You know, I mean, yeah. It's what does it say? Like the 20 whatever and a half years that he knew him, but he knew he was going to write that book. You know, I'm so glad he did. I know we all are, and you know, now that he's going to do some signings and stuff, right? You know.
Yes,
he's done one, right?
Yep.
Has he done one or two, or just one?
No, this is going to be his first signing.
Oh, he hasn't done it yet.
First
Okay.
one here.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
January
so that one's
9th up
coming.
at Book
Oh,
Soup
great.
in,
Oh,
on
no,
the
awesome,
Sunset Strip.
awesome. Okay, no, I thought he did one already, but no, I remember him saying though a couple of times, either backstage or on the show, that he knew he was meant to write this book when he met Ed. You know, he knew he was going to do that. You know, so cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
We kind of got an inside here.
Yeah.
You know, as a lot of you know, Steve co-hosted Show Me Your Pick here on the channel, and yeah, so we had the luxury of hearing all about this book as it happened. You know.
Yeah.
You're forgetting one
he
other
and Sandra.
surprise.
What's
Other surprise. We're all on the acknowledgments too, which was a big shocker. All four of us are in here.
That is that
Right.
That's so awesome. You know.
Wow.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
That's really very special.
Yeah. Did any of you guys expect that? I didn't.
Hell no.
You know, I almost I was tearing up when I saw that. I'm like, oh my God, you know?
Yeah, it was
and, you know, so many of our friends have mentioned in those acknowledgments as well. You know, and then, you know, we were one of the first ones to get our, you know, the advanced copies, and you know, just, you know, what he did for us and what he wrote for us is off the charts. You know, and I'm just thankful and blessed that I got a chance to meet the man, you know, a few weeks ago and spend some time with him.
I'm jealous there.
Oh,
yeah,
very cool.
And
very cool.
You know, 2 weeks I'm going back up to see him at Book Soup. You know, and not only that, but he's going to be bringing a friend who did this book.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So maybe I'll get this signed again by Zlo's.
That would be so cool,
Yeah.
Keith.
I know. It'll be good to meet those guys. I'd love to get a picture with the two of them together.
Hey, Tony, what are we looking at here, brother? Break it down,
Oh yeah.
bro.
Now I just happened to stop here. So this is what I'm trying to find. Now that
you
right, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's nothing. This is something.
I wouldn't
All
call
right.
it nothing. I wouldn't call it nothing.
Yeah.
All right. So this was a very awesome night. We all have, if you don't, you should, the Tinkerman poem poster. And we had Holly Lewis herself here on the show, and that was in October. Yeah.
My girl Halls.
Yeah.
Love that girl.
That was a
You know,
fun show.
I was, I immediately just loved Holly right off the bat. She's really very lovable person, but I had no idea how accomplished a singer she actually was. I've said it before. You got to check it out. Look her up, Holly Lewis. Look it up and listen to her sing. It is utterly amazing. She's a very special girl. She's an artist, piano player, and just a voice of an angel. That's just another awesome person that we all met this year. And
Yeah, and Holly too is a great supporter of this show and a great Van Halen fan too. So thank you for that, Holly. You rock.
Yep.
Absolutely.
She
you
is a
rock.
huge fan and a sponge. She just wants to soak as much information in as she can about Van Halen and all things Edward. You know,
Now-
the first time I ever got to really see what she was like, she was doing a show, you know, on YouTube, doing like a little bit on her own, just playing Right Now, and it just drew me in, you know, and then got to know her through Tinkerman, and you know, bought one of the posters immediately. I was just drawn to it, and the writing that she did on this poem is off the charts.
Yeah.
you know?
Her love
Just
for
love it.
Edward is quite
So-
impressive. It really is.
Let me say something about this. So what you're looking at here is a poem that Holly wrote called Halloween in Halenville.
Yeah.
All right. So it is a poem, and Sandra made a video to it, and it is a lovely poem, a lovely narration by Holly, and a lovely video by Sandra. And it's done nicely too, Sandra.
Yeah.
It
Yes.
looks awesome.
Extra
Yeah.
special. Extra special.
So that was a great treat at Halloween.
Oh,
there.
and guys, by the way, there's only 307 more days till Halloween, so
Oh yeah.
there you go.
Yeah, that
Did
was
Neil
when
Bailey
we
give
had
you the update today?
that was when we had R2, R3 locking nut on the show, Charles.
There it is. Okay. All righty.
Yeah.
Hey, we've had a lot of stuff on this show, and last week, a week before that, Tony started talking, you know, with us about doing this show and remembering and going back and what a flippin' task it was to actually go back and absorb all that we've done in the last 365 days. A lot of content, you guys.
Yeah.
It's been one hell of a year. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
So we got to cover EVH Con too. So we got to cover the journeys of Keith going from San
And
Diego
Paulie.
to New York. Yeah, and
Paulie.
Paulie.
Don't forget
But-
Paulie Walnuts, man.
But going from New York, or going from West Coast to East Coast, and that was quite a damn journey, bro.
Yeah, one of the highlights of my year. I'm still in awe, and I was so happy to have done it, and to have met my long lost friends, people that I've known for years, from all these shows and other shows as well, and to finally get to meet them in person.
Yeah.
I mean, Brendan being one of them.
That was good. It was a great time, bud. Yeah, man, it was awesome.
It
Had an
wasn't
awesome time.
long enough though. We didn't.
No, definitely not. Those things never are, because it's just
No, they need to be a
much going
weekend.
on. So much going on,
That was awesome, and thanks for sharing that, Keith, with us. We did a couple of weeks of you guys going to EVH Con. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did the pre-trip and then the post-trip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then we even got to see it live a little bit on Andrew Walton's show on the 5150 show.
So
Yep.
we got to enjoy the live coverage on the 5150 show, and Andrew's links of the 5150 show are down below. You're subscribed over there already. I know you are. So, yeah. Thank you for that. And they appreciate it. But we got to see Andrew's live coverage of all day at EVH Con. That was a treat, dude.
Yeah.
My head was spinning that day. Everything.
That was wonderful to be able to see that occur in real time, and to see Keith and Brendan interacting. And there's all kinds of stuff out there from there that everybody who was there put up personally. So I've seen a bunch of stuff. Just
Chris Gill was there.
Yeah.
Here's the kicker.
Yeah, I got to meet him too.
I get up to White Plains where my sister lives. Then I drive out to Woods Hole to pick up Paulie from the ferry because he's out on Martha's Vineyard.
Mm-hmm.
We drive back, so there's 7 hours of driving alone, and then we walk in. We don't even get to walk in. We get bum rushed by Steve Nowicki, producer for the Howard Stern Show.
Yeah.
Keith, Paulie, Steve Nowicki, Howard Stern Show. Huge fan of you guys on Halenville. And we're like, what? Well, wait, what? And just like totally thrown back. 2 minutes later, I'm getting bum rushed by Chris Gill into his car with Scott Smith from Musicraft, and anybody who's a builder knows who Scott Smith is. He was like the OG builder for replicas, and it was just such a wonderful day. Then I got to meet Lenny Lou and Janice and Susan. Susan I spent the night before, at a club at a bar. It was on a Friday night. It was just such a wonderful trip, and it'll definitely go down as one of my bucket lists. And you guys are coming next year with me. I'm dragging your ass.
Yeah, I'm not going to miss that. I've already let the office know that I will have a window at that time to do this. So I'm giving them a year's notice, essentially. Yeah.
You too, Tony. You too.
Oh no,
yeah.
I'm dragging him. We're dragging him.
No, that goes without saying. Yeah.
Road trip.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We'll kidnap his ass, Keith. It'll be all right. He'll thank us afterwards.
Mm-hmm. You won't regret this.
You
Trust
won't
me
have
on
to
that.
twist my arm. No.
Hell, we may get a big van and maybe grab some people on the way up.
That's funny.
Big old Scooby-Doo Van Halen van.
We talked about Halloween a moment ago. It was a fun Halloween, huh, Keith?
Oh yeah. And wait, we have stories about before Halloween even. That freaking tutorial that we did.
Yeah, Keith did a Eat 'em and Smile makeup tutorial that we filmed and we put out there, and there it is. And if I'm not mistaken, at least one or both of us, while we weren't sure that we were going to actually ever even use the footage, right? We were just, and didn't know how to make up. You can see it turned out great, but we didn't know if it would ever be used. But it was a Friday night, and we're constantly taking shots while he's putting on makeup. So, yeah.
Yeah, and that was
That's
the
a
first time I ever
great
tried doing the
video.
makeup as well.
That is a great
When we were
video.
doing the tutorial. Yeah. And then I had to go back out to the Halloween store and get more makeup for the contest.
Yeah.
And I was just lucky and thankful that I was able to get the colors that I needed. So, but that was such a fun night.
That was fun.
A lot of great costumes that night too.
Yeah.
Mikey Mojo in the chats. Good to
Hey,
see
Mikey,
you, bro.
what's up, bro?
And Symmetry,
yeah.
bro.
Symmetry.
Got to meet
what's
Mikey
up?
at EVH Con as well.
Very cool.
Yeah, he had his really nice roster guitar there.
Yeah.
God, so many great memories this year with you guys, all of you, even everybody in the chat. I made so many great friends this year, and I have to say now, I'm getting overclamped. Thank you guys for being there for me. This has really, really been a tough year for me. Past 16 months have been insanely hard, but you guys have made it a lot easier for me, and I love you guys for it. Thank you.
You got it,
Thank
brother.
you. Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right on, Keith. Love you, brother.
Yep.
Yeah, dude.
Love you. You guys are my family.
That's a hell of a guitar right there.
I don't have this audio queued up, but it sounds awesome. Trust me, go watch it. Yeah, it's short.
Yeah.
But it's awesome.
I had no idea how great of a guitarist you are, Charles.
Oh, come on, Keith. You knew he was a player.
Freaking
You
amazing.
knew. I told you he was a player.
There he is.
You guys are real kind. Thank you. Thank you. Guitars are fun.
And still got to give a shout out to Neil on that build though. And
Oh, dude.
and we got another one coming up for this guy too.
Yep.
His is coming up real soon.
Yeah, there's stuff coming up. Stuff coming down the pike, guys.
Yeah. It has been a good year.
Yeah, Ed says, Keith, we're all here for each other. Great community, guys. Great
Absolutely.
community.
Yep.
Right
Oh,
there.
Ed, I got to give you a shout out and thank you for that animation. for that graphic.
Let's do a unboxing. How about it?
Oh yeah, I forgot you have stuff to unbox.
Let's do an unboxing.
Mm.
All right.
And since I've already done mine, I just have to do another shout out and thank you, Charles, for this. This is so
Merry Christmas,
freaking
dude.
badass. I love it. Love it.
I already
You actually
opened mine,
managed
but
to
it's
get you
upstairs.
something you didn't have that was EVH.
That's
That
hard.
is a Christmas
you
miracle.
did.
That's hard to find.
Right there.
That's hard to find.
All right. So I'm
Well,
opening
that
up.
plus you guys gave me the hoodie too.
Are you opening that up?
Phenomenal.
I taped the crap out of it again. Too.
Yeah. All right. Here we go.
I always do that for.
All right. You ready, Keith?
Yeah.
I'm ready. All right.
Do this.
Thank you, Sandra. All right. All right. This is from Brendan, and I didn't know he was going to come tonight, so I'm not prepared with tools to open up this.
I didn't know I was going to be here either,
but it's wrapped carefully.
It's more than carefully, Brendan. I was going to send you a freaking email and say, dude, what's up with the wrapping, bro?
Comes with a nice card. I can't read you the card, though.
Nah, that's personal.
It's personal. Oh, wow.
Bubble wrap.
Fragile.
Must be Italian.
Oh, must be Italian. Yeah.
Fragile. All right. Okay, fragile. Okay, it's a some sort of drinking glass.
It is a shot glass.
That looks like a 2-ounce shot glass to me, guys, but I'm not a professional or anything, but
Wow.
See, I didn't
I
get
would.
to choose. I didn't
I
get to
would-
choose the pick though, but you know,
I'd bet a couple
Kinda cool.
ounces of something on it. Yeah.
So this has a guitar pick,
wedged in there.
like it was like a really hard.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah,
a
that's-
ninja blade.
that's-
like a
see,
ninja
Boink.
cigar was tossed in
and
there.
it's funny because Ed kind of ruined it. Well, he didn't really ruin it, but he posted that picture on Instagram to like everybody about, oh, aren't these cool? They're made in Wisconsin. And no, I had purchased these like last year, and I was like, oh man, like Ed ruined it. But it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, those things are badass.
Very unique. Very cool, man.
I'm
quote
wondering
Holly,
if there's any
sofa
way to
king
put
cool.
another pick in there.
Yeah, to switch it out for a Van Halen pick.
I don't
Yeah,
think
or
so.
show me your
I think
pick.
I don't think you can. I mean, you could probably just tape it in there, wedge
It's,
it in there a little bit.
I believe they are kind of glued in. I think they're silicone in with a little shot of silicone. Clear silicone.
I know. It is awesome, bro. I love it.
It's
Thank you,
super
dude.
cool.
You bet.
Thank you, Brendan.
You bet.
Nice gift.
Awesome,
badass.
dude. That is sweet.
Gonna
I'm
put that to
digging
use, I bet, this weekend.
I certainly will.
Yeah, break it in, baby.
I certainly will. Thank
That's
you,
super
B.
cool. Super
hell
You
cool.
bet.
yeah.
You bet.
Right
Super cool.
on. That is cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I never dreamed. I've got a shot glass that says this and a shot glass that says that, but I never dreamed I have a shot glass that have a dang
Pick stuck in it.
a guitar pick stuck in it.
Yeah.
Believe that?
Maybe you should put this in there.
You know,
know,
that
right?
would be cool if they allowed you to like change them, but
Yeah.
I guess
Interchange
it.
them.
I mean, then they'd just fall out. So
Well, that can be fixed, though.
yeah, I guess.
But
A little-
here's the good one to put in, I'd say.
It's in
That'd be-
there though.
that'd be a
You
good one.
can't get it out.
no, you
and-
can't get it. It's.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they.
I don't want
it's-
to break it off either.
Well, I think they heated it up like you're glass blowing it, and then they just
Yeah.
stuffed it in there because they have ones with bullets in them and other stuff in there. I
Here's
don't know if
one
it's
for
the same.
Brendan.
I don't know if it's the same company. Yeah, man. I
It
gotta get
is
some more
heavy, so
those.
it's
It is
not
heavy.
going to break. But I'm not going to mess with it though. That's for sure.
Nice.
You can put some picks in it if you're not going to joke
Oh,
with
yeah.
it. You know.
Here's one you should put in.
I could put
The
Picks
dancing
in
butt
it.
cheek.
Or I could put Jack Daniels in it.
You can
Oh,
do that.
well, you gotta do that. Come
Oh,
on.
it is like a little handle. You can put the pinky up and hold the pick.
We'll give it a test run Friday night
Oh boy.
at the Pate.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
And don't you sweat that, Brendan.
Yeah, it's all good, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna unbox something else.
What else you got?
Hey, you didn't have the appearance this year or this show yet. Show me your butt cheeks.
Oh,
Your Franken butt.
I did. I showed it.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, I must have missed it. There he is. Yeah.
Dude,
First
I
prototype.
got
Close
my
it in.
hands.
That's another big bonus of the.
I got my hands
Making that
full.
for
I
you guys.
can't spotlight him, dude. I got my hands full.
No, it's all good.
That's okay.
See
That's
me
okay.
unboxing this, man.
I know you are. Yep.
Jesus Christ.
No, I wasn't asking you to. But I totally
All right.
forgot.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, hell yes.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, dude. These are Jay's new WEFAs, man.
Nice.
Oh,
So
man. Nice.
How do you like that?
Oh, look at that.
I like.
What do you get there, 8?
Jay, right on, dude. Thank you, bro.
Gotta have the dancing butt cheek sticker.
Yeah, you got the
Six
big
of them.
one.
Nice.
That's awesome, dude.
All right.
You gave me that.
Something else we're going to do this
I
year.
did.
We're going to catch Jay and Mean Street, his band, Van Halen cover band. They kick ass, North Carolina based.
Yeah.
We're
We're
gonna
doing
do
that this
this
year.
year.
Yes, we are.
All right. That's cool.
I can't wait to get over there, man.
Is cool. Good.
So many
Awesome
big things
picks.
on my page this year.
Jay, thank you, bro.
Rocks.
Right on, man.
Jay has some outstanding picks. Oh my God.
Yeah, they're cool.
He's got the best collection of picks. Look at
They're
these.
very cool.
Yeah.
And then, boop, on the other side, got the Hammer guy.
That's my
Jay's
favorite Van Halen
the
logo.
bass player in the Van Halen tribute Mean Street, and they're local to us
Look at
here in
that.
North Carolina. Yeah.
Nice.
There's a signature. His autograph.
All right. Okay, so all right, let's see where we are. All right, so we are locked in for this Friday night. Guys, we have a party.
Yep.
The Lost YearEnd Contest. Holly Lewis, Gretsch Zeppelin, Louis Costa, and Dan of New Jersey will all be here Friday night and Saturday night. Yeah, goodness.
Good cast.
All right.
Good batch of the chat. It's going to be real fun.
Yeah, that is going to
Plus
be
a
real
couple of
fun.
special guests too, right? Surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Couple of special guests. So the big announcement, the next live stream here is Saturday night, New Year's Eve, 11 p.m. Eastern, Fruitcake Tony's New Year's Rockin' Eve. Special guest Joe Wentz. He will be playing live in the first hour. We'll count down all 4 time zones. And that's Saturday night, this Saturday. You trivia winners, you will be invited to join us on the panel. You'll have a link. You can come whenever during the course of your show. It's going to be over 4 hours long. Come whenever you want on New Year's Eve. If you can, you are welcome.
What time does that start? 11 o'clock Eastern?
11 Eastern, Saturday
Okay.
night, New Year's Eve.
Yep.
December 31st.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
Hey, also, I don't want to forget giving a shout out. Phoenix Vanderweyden. We did a show with her. She came on.
Yes.
Wow. I didn't want to forget her.
Yeah. Let me read down my list and make sure that we've talked about everybody.
And also, Jim Vombus, he came on a show with Freddie.
With Freddie. He did. That's right.
And that was a super cooler show too.
Yeah. It was so great to meet him at EVH Con as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Great guys. Great guys.
That's when we met him. Yeah. That's when we met Shreddy. That's when I met him. You guys may have known him before that, but that's when I actually met Joe as well.
Yeah.
Tony, I just personally want to thank you. You have working, with everyone, you and Sandra, you guys get together. You guys have really just knocked it out of the park this year. And we'll talk about this on New Year's Eve. But I've met so many people this year. It's been a little overwhelming. Made a lot of friends. Haven't made any enemies. It's been pretty good. Thank you, Tony. Just from meeting you just publicly, I want to tell you it's been a great freaking year, dude. And
it has been.
I can't wait to do it again.
And you are welcome, man. Well,
I got to meet everybody. I got to, Brendan, Sandra, lots of people who are not here anymore. Rest in peace, Gary Tholander. Rest in peace, Gary. Big Gary, man. That's a guy that I barely got to meet. I hope I'm not forgetting anybody, you guys.
Analog Kid, we miss you. If you're out there, CK, get your ass back in here.
Yeah.
We miss you, man.
Yeah. Right there.
Yeah.
Right there, T. Yeah. Yeah.
That's right.
Analog kid, dude.
It looks like that we have covered everyone. It's been a very exciting year with a lot of cool Van Halen content. We could talk Van Halen every night of the week, but we only do it on Wednesday night. But
Yeah.
it has been a really cool year looking back on it. And I want to thank all of you guys, Sandra, Brendan, you, Charles, Keith, Neil Daly, John Conklin. Not going to leave John out.
Not at all, man.
We you know,
Some of our best memories this year have been with John.
John
Absolutely.
been a good part.
And with Neil. I was kind of hoping Neil would be here tonight, but
And
they still have family in from holidays.
Tommy too.
Yeah, Tommy.
Yeah,
boy.
Tommy.
Don't forget Ben
Forget
Tom.
Ben Tom.
Love you, Tommy.
Yeah.
Love you,
Yeah, love
Tommy.
you, brother.
My goodness.
But
One
yeah,
of my
these,
favorite Philly boys.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
But all these guys were a huge part of this show this year, and we're not gonna leave any of them out. Wish you could all be here every week and talk Van Halen too with us. We miss you guys, John and Tommy and Analog. Yeah. But we are going to continue to strive to bring you the best Van Halen content that we can in this coming new year. We love Van Halen here. You do also. We understand.
There's the big challenge. How do you top this year? This has been such a huge year with all the content that you guys have put out. You know?
Well, it's been
Phenomenal.
a joy. I mean, it's been a joy. Every Wednesday night, talk Van Halen to you guys and you guys in the chat. Love it, man.
Mhm.
Absolutely love it. So,
And the
so
people
thank,
in the chat are what make it so
Yeah.
great.
That's right. So everybody, thank you. Just all I can say to all of you is thanks for being a Van Halen fan. Thanks for loving Van Halen. I mean,
Also, a quick shout out. We also had Guitar Hack on here. We had Ben Coombs on here, and Amanda Coombs were on here for a show this year.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna miss somebody, you guys, and we apologize if we
Well,
do.
there is a whole nother host of guests over on the Show Me Your Pick side that we hope not to
And
leave
I'm
out.
probably getting them mixed up a little bit too.
Yeah.
Uh,
But
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
And that's the wild thing, because not only did you, knock it out of the park this year in Halenville, then you got the other show, that you do on Saturday nights, and that is just as well, if not, better,
Yeah.
because all the work that you and Sandra have put into those two shows have just been over the top, And,
Hey Ed,
I
just
can't
a
wait
shout
for
out,
next
a
year.
shout out. You were talking about not to forget Andrew and his crew.
Mhm.
I don't think we did.
Yeah,
we talked about the
we
5150 show. So we didn't mean to do that if we did, brother. We love
Let's
Andrew.
give him another one.
Yeah.
Let's give him another one, Charles.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Yeah. So you're it's the 5150 shows links are down below. In any of my shows, you can find that link. So
I say this about that particular show. They go so deep and they get so in depth and so passionate about the bands that they talk about. It's not only is it interesting, but it's just a flat pleasure to watch those guys. They're a really great first class. In fact, I was messaging Andrew a couple of days ago, and I was telling him what a class act his show was. So, just publicly, we want to definitely include them in this and not forget them at all.
Yes, all of his shows. I mean, his ranking the tracks are superb. His just his analysis of each of the songs, along with Brad and the rock professor Simon And you know,
Yeah.
I mean, they just had Chris on a couple of days ago. You know, and I just love that guy. He cracks me up. But he's become all of them have become such wonderful family members to not just me, but all of us.
Yeah.
And I have to give a special thank you to Andrew for allowing me to be on the marathon show again this year.
That was a wonderful show, Keith.
Yeah. Oh
that
my
was
God.
really wonderful.
7 hours long. I can't believe I survived that thing. It was such a great show.
You were there the whole time, brother? My God, man. I don't know if I have that in me. We're going to see. We're going to go 4 hours plus coming up here in a couple of days. So I'm planning on hanging. I'm going to be there. But you deserve a freaking award. Andrew deserves a medal for that, man.
Yes, Andrew deserves all of that and then some. Whew, he knocked it out of the park again. He always does with all of his shows.
We here at Halenville Live have got tricks up our sleeve for 2023 in January already. You can see it in the looks on these faces. Yeah.
That's a good bunch right there.
Yeah. And it's coming. So I wish I could tell you, but I'd love to tell you right now, but I can't. But no, a lot of exciting stuff here in the Van Halen world coming your way here on Wednesday night, Halenville, in 2023. So this is the last broadcast of the year. And no, it's not. It was the last Wednesday broadcast.
Last Halenville broadcast. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, man.
All right. And so one last time, thank you to all of our December winners for the Halenville Live Lost YearEnd Contest. We'll see all of you guys Friday night and Saturday night.
That's it.
Yeah. We'll see Neil this coming week. If you guys want a guitar built, you have an idea, you want to talk to somebody about an idea, this is who you should contact, Neil Daly. Daily Custom Designs, links are down below. If you want a guitar that looks like this, we know a cigar box guy.
We got a guy.
We got a guy.
Yeah.
And there he is. That guy.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, and he will gladly make you look over his shoulder right there, man. Look at that.
Look at those toys. Look at that little toy shop.
Couple of six stringers in build process right now.
Hey, is that the Franken shovel back there behind you?
It certainly is right here.
Yeah.
That's the one you saw that live.
Oh yeah.
Keith saw that live. No one wanted to play it though. They were all afraid. Couldn't get anybody to play. I did ask Adam from FU Tone if he could help him with the action, but he said no, a little too high. Just can't. You know.
Oh yeah, I also have to give a shout out to Adam Reaver for the big brass block that I got to put in brass in Black Betty there.
Yeah,
so,
that was another fun guy to meet.
Mm-hmm.
It was awesome. Good times.
Absolutely.
Nice. Good times.
All right, so Greg at Legend Picks, you want guitar picks made for yourself or maybe for a gift for somebody?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And his shows were fantastic too.
Your nephew plays guitar, or your brother plays, yeah. Greg at Legend Picks, his links are always down below. They are.
Greg rocks.
Yeah.
And he was also another awesome guest we had this year.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All righty. We're going to cruise down the road. We're going to wrap it up here. Yep. So that came from Keith, your show, and that came from
that was a box set, right?
The box set. Yeah, let me grab that.
That was
that's
cool.
one thing we didn't talk about tonight.
That was a cool unboxing you did. With everything in there. Making sure everything was all legit and in the right sleeves.
Yeah.
Yeah, we checked it all out. I did a full album by album layout of it all, and then we had, all the bonuses here. I had all the backstage passes that come with it. And I just dropped half of them.
Oh boy.
There's the Diver Down one,
That's cool.
Nice.
Hey.
and then the Fair Warning one.
Oh, yeah.
And where was this? This was at the Sports Arena in LA.
Very cool.
And then the 1984 one at the Garden. Double-sided. These are
you
all
get that-
double-sided too, which is
Did you
killer.
get that box set too, T, or no? I can't remember if you did.
Nah.
Okay.
I didn't get it. I didn't get it.
Nah.
I
thought
thought
about
someone
it,
else. I thought someone else on the show.
I got
it,
the
no?
passes.
Uh,
I got the passes. Somebody sent me
Okay.
the passes,
All
but
right.
I don't.
Maybe
nah, I
that's
had
what it
no
was.
Getting the box set.
Yeah.
No, don't need
But,
Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, I know a few people. And, they're actually advertising right now, I believe, on Facebook through Rhino, doing
Oh,
a full advertisement,
Oh, no.
video advertisement of the whole thing,
Wow.
in time for
Yeah.
Christmas and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's been getting a lot of airtime on there.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Cool.
But I jumped out and got it right there, and then immediately when it
Nice.
first came out. That's the way I roll.
All righty. Okay,
Alrighty.
we're gonna bail
Yeah.
because it's time to go. Thanks for watching, kids.
We forgot to
Um,
talk about this little guy too.
I got one of those.
Yeah,
Finally
Yeah.
got one of those.
we all
He
got one
finally
of
appeared.
those. Yeah, we all got a Funko.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
All
was a
right.
busy year this year.
It was a busy one.
Mhm.
All right, kids. So leave a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe here if you're not already. Thank
And
you
share.
for that. We talk Van Halen here every single Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern. All things Van Halen every week. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next Wednesday. Any last words there, Charles Green?
Guys, this is Halenville. Around here, it doesn't matter if you go north, south, east, or west. Every single road is going to lead you directly to Van Halen, you guys. Be well. Have a great end of the year party. We're looking forward to next year. It's going to be dynamite. Rock on.
Peace.